care of forestry. I'm the boss of forestry and for parks and for streets and for garbage. Garbage is considered solid waste, but since we got rid of the garbage, now there's not too much garbage I have to worry about being in charge of. But we do the street sweeping, we do the cherry picker. We also house the electrical inspector down here. He's a guy who does all the street lighting and everything. So he's his truck is down here. Forestry has got their cherry picker down here. Rebecca, she's not in on Fridays, but so we do that through the department, and then we also do the all the signs for the city of Oak Creek, all the garbage signs, all the barricades. We also do make our own mulch and everything like that, so our cup grinder is there. Then we have a skid loader, we have a snow blower for the skid loader, a couple attachments, we do our own grinding. And then we'll just continue walking all the way around. Of course, we do the street sweeping. We do all the grass cutting, which you'll see when we get over at that end. We've got all of our trucks, like you see, loaded, ready to go. We've got 22 snowplow routes. We cover 29 square miles in the city of Oak Creek. We do over 275 lane miles of road.
You ever did anything? No, not me.
I have.
They go so fast, I was wondering if they're gonna hit somebody.
Actually, it looks like they're going fast, but actually, most of the time when we're salting, we probably don't even exceed 25 miles an hour.
No.
It's so hard, especially when you're plowing, you won't even exceed that. It just seems that because they're so big, it just seems, and sometimes when you're driving, it seems like you're really flying, but you're really not, you know. So you'll see 22 trucks loaded, because we do have 22 routes. We also have a couple of small trucks where we have some stake beds and stuff, but this department also houses things for the fire department. We house things for electrical. We do all the street lights. We house all that stuff down here for them too. And this is the new part of the building. When we walked out of that old section over there, where those posts are, that was the old section. That's all that existed. And back in 2008 and 2009, this is what they added, this whole entire area.
I remember that.
They did it for about $8.3 million, and they estimated it to be at about 11.5. So we got a heck of a good deal, but I'll tell you what, it's hard to believe that we had most of the stuff in that little area over there. Plus, we also had a lot of cold storage and the stuff in the back, and we had buildings so tight that you had to move one truck or two trucks to get one truck out because everything was buried way in the back and stuff like that. So we had a lot more cold storage back then, but now everything that's essential to the department is under the roof, and it's heated in here, but it's only heated to about 50 degrees.
Just so stuff don't
Just enough so everything, right, so everything dries off and everything, you don't have to worry about plugging in. All the trucks that we have, none of them have glow plugs, none of them have plug-in heaters or nothing like that, and everything's a diesel. All the big trucks are diesel, small ones are still gasoline.
That's one nasty smell of diesel.
Well,
I love that smell.
this building will take it out. It's designed that all these trucks can run at one time, and your eyes shouldn't burn because it's an air exchange. It automatically kicks in. There's alarms on the down lower for the car emission, and then there's sensors up on top for the emission for diesel. So all that stuff kicks in, all fresh air. It's all makeup air units. It pumps in all fresh air, and it's all heated. And if we get to be so bad, it'll go to stage 2. We got louvers in different areas that will open up and suck in fresh air to make sure that nobody gets sick. It meets all state laws and all that other good stuff.
It works nice.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, 'cause we get that nasty diesel smell in here. Everybody's been headache.
Yeah, that's why back in the mechanics area, that's way back over there, their makeup air unit runs the whole entire time that they're here. If this building is, if somebody was in here all day for 8 hours, I have to run the makeup air unit the whole entire time. If there's a lot of guys, and 1 or 2 guys, you don't have to worry so much about it, but when we get a whole bunch of people in here, then we have to run it constantly. That's all we got to say. It's just crazy. We've got a couple pieces of equipment out our backhoes and stuff. There's 2 backhoes that are belonging. They're out, looks like our big Badger, that one's out and stuff like that too. We also house stuff back in here for the celebrations commission. All the 4th of July stuff is all taken handled through this department also. So we've got some storage units back here that's all of that, and one of them is all celebrations, all the Christmas decorations that hang on the poles. We do all that stuff. That's all housed inside these things, all the banners.
So you guys did these
Involved with everything. I tell you, we do everything for everybody.
And luckily we had some warm weather when we were taking lights
Yeah,
down.
that's how much fun there's here. I hung up in the basket and it was 30 degrees below zero, you
At
know.
least you guys ain't like the city walk. You guys actually do work.
Yeah, we don't have too much of a choice. I mean, we've got to get it done. Something's
City
gotta
Milwaukee,
be
they
done.
don't do too much work.
Then we also got all of our garbage cans, and plus we also carry some of the recycling cans here for Veolia. And when we get new residents, instead of having Veolia come out and we'll take one of the new garbage cans out there, plus one of the Veolia recycling carts will go out to them right away too. And fire department has also got their stuff in here. They got some more stuff in here. Stuff on that rack is all fire department stuff. They don't have the storage room, so we store it for them also.
They're building small.
Yeah, well, they've got 3 of them. Soon they have a new one. This is, I can open up this overhead door here. It doesn't have to stay closed because it's not, nobody really uses it. Yeah, what it is this is our wash bay. We have washers on both sides, so we can wash the top of the trucks and all that stuff. Everything after we store them after we use them. The trucks are dumped off and everything is washed out. Power wash on both sides. We got a big hose in the center for washing off the trucks. They run about 55 gallons. We got a storage tank of 10,000 gallons underground, and that's a diesel, and we got 10,000 above ground for gasoline. This is the only place. During a major snowstorm, probably about 4 or 5 hours. You'll probably have. But this is the only place where everybody fills up with gas or diesel. The police department, everybody, nobody else has got gas. So we take care of that too.
One fill up runs about how much?
Well, a fill up of the big tank.
Yeah.
Well, I usually order 4,000 to 5,000 gallons at a time. I've got a when I order a semi, I have to order a semi load.
Yeah.
I've got to order 8,000 gallons, so I try to split up between 4 and 4.
Yeah.
And then, well, this is the fire department. This is their foamer for adding their foam to the fires now and stuff like that. That was something else they added. Plus, they got a little bit of spares. Then we got the mowers back here where we got the 2 guys cutting one guy cutting roadsides, 2 guys cutting channels, 1 guy's cutting with the boom mower. Plus, we also have these other 2 tractors for backups for these guys. Plus, we are also. I'm the weed commissioner also. Our department takes care of all the weed complaints too. Residentials and stuff like that, we do all that too.
Yeah, so if they leave the property too long, the mowers just can't get into it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll have grass this high.
Did you guys clean up a house on 1416 West Violet Drive?
We cut grass over there, I think, that one.
Because my sister-in-law lives 2 houses down, and somebody came and cleaned up the yard because well, nobody lived there for how long?
Yeah, we took care of that one.
Yeah. And they were wondering, like, did somebody sell the house? Because we're interested in buying it when it goes into full foreclosure. And I'm like, I don't think they bought it. I think the city came and cleaned it up because there was stuff all over the
Well, there was one that one over there, that we cleaned up that one over there on the south side of the street.
Yeah.
We took care of that one. That one's sold. As a matter of fact, the guy who bought it, I believe, is the guy who owns the apartments on top of the hill. And I think he bought it for his workers. I think one of his workers, he bought it for his workers who live there. I think is what it was. But there's probably another one over there that's gonna go pretty soon too. I think it's almost across the street.
Yeah.
That one.
And there's like 2 or 3 that are in foreclosure, or one is in the last stage when it goes to full foreclosure.
There's quite a bit of them in Oak Creek that a lot of people don't know, but there's quite a few. I mean, everybody runs into the problems with it, you know. Not much you can do about it. It's something to
Yeah, the Oshkosh is that's the only truck that can haul the big V plow. And Mike actually took it out. Takes 2 men, takes 1 guy to operate the wing
Yeah.
because it's all just cables. Mike had it out in the blizzard with the big V plow on.
Yeah, that one doesn't do a whole heck of a lot of riding. That one's the only one that we got that's got a clutch in it too. The only one, everything else is automatic down there. But then again, you'll see a lot of fires hanging around and stuff like that. Don't forget to do all the maintenance for the fire department, for this department, for the forestry. The only department we don't really do a lot 4 is the police department. And then the police department does some of the inspection vehicles and stuff like that, but we do everything for the fire department, from all their fire trucks to ambulances to everything. We maintain everything down here. We've got 3 chipper trucks. We'll skip the garbage. This was all I added to part of this is old, and part of this is still continuing. The roof and stuff like that in the ground. We've got this is a truck lift underground, and we've got 3 drive on. We also have our own fabrication building that puts new boxes in the station. That's quite a bit of stuff for us.
What is that weighing like a box?
Hello guys.
Hi.
How much is a box weigh for a truck?
I have no idea.
You know? Yeah, I don't know.
Pretty damn heavy.
The truck is probably about, the truck gross is 52 or 55,000 on the truck, and I think empty is about 32, something like that.
Right around there.
That's called the garbage truck.
But this is the side where we can put all the bigger trucks on that we go on the other side, and then we'll have smaller trucks and go on over there.
You want this truck loaded by the end of the day?
I don't know if it has to be loaded by the end of the day. I mean, if we get it done, we can.
I mean, I can button it up. Yeah. And load it, it won't be finished. The vibrate won't be wired.
If we, well, you know what? If I really have to, I do have another truck out there that he can use.
Okay.
Because Marvell's not going to come in anyway, so I can always load up that truck, so that's not an issue with that.
That works for me.
All right. All the oil and stuff that we buy now, everything is bulk. We don't use quarts or nothing, so we've got a lot of oil in stock and stuff like that. And then we've got a couple more hoists over here where we can take care of the smaller vehicles. There's a few things in here. Let's sort of back over back in here. That's about all we can do with, you know, I can show you about that stuff, but then I know you're excited about the still waiting. Yeah, the bags are sitting outside. That's right. We do all the bleaching on the field. It's all colors, we do all the bleaching. All the fun, everything that we do is, we don't do the main sewer lines, but we do all storm sewers. So all catch basins, anything to do with water, storm related is our job. Water department takes care of the sanitary sewer and stuff like that, and the city water, we take care of it. So I'll let you guys in the hands with Adam, and he's going to take you on your tour of the garbage trucks and stuff like that, and I'm going to cut out for the rest.
And then they just give us our jobs in the morning and pretty much grab the equipment, head out. But since that emerald ash borer bug has been, we've been cutting down a lot of the infested ash trees that are on the city property. So that's been keeping us busy in the wintertime. Because there's a lot. I mean, I think there's a list of over 1,000 trees that got to come down this year. And we got 2 crews to take down about, depending on the size, usually get 2 or 3 trees per crew a day, which is a lot. I mean, you're talking about.
Because them things are so big, so
tall. Yeah. So
and you can't just cut it down and let it fall. You got to do it.
Right. You know, because we're in neighborhoods and stuff like that. So
you fall on somebody's house.
Yeah. So there's a lot of guys down here that have a lot of experience with cutting down trees, really good at it. And that is definitely a science to that.
Yeah, one of my friends does it for the city of Milwaukee, and about 4 years ago, he did it right on my parents' block, and I'm over there just looking at him, and it's like, it's a science, because he takes off a little over here, and then he switches it, and I'm just like, why don't you just cut the whole thing down? But you can, because like you said, you got houses, you got cars,
mailboxes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a good truck. I always like that. Me personally, I like standing up in the other ones.
Yeah.
It's just easier for me to get in and out of it if I needed to.
Well, these are you stand up in these?
Just these 2 are the only ones that sit down. The other ones you stand up in. But, because a lot of times, especially in the winter, I mean, plows will knock over the cans. The wind, if we've got a strong wind, will blow cans.
Today.
You got to get out, you know? Yeah. So, they're just a lot easier to get in and out of. Plus, once you get used to a truck, you know, you just kind of, you know what it's going to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll show you the other ones down there. But yeah, the other ones, they're all, as far as the bodies go, the dumps, all these are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it was the same thing, you know, they had the controls over here. But, yeah, so you just
Stand up.
Yep, and it's nice in the summertime. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
open up the door, but it gets so hot that transmission housing there just gets. I mean, these things get. It gets so, and it's like a greenhouse. You know, there's just windows everywhere. But, and that one's got the newer style monitor too. Where the other ones had the real old like tube style TVs. You know, like console TVs sitting here.
How do you know when you're full? Is there like a sensor that is?
Well, you'll know because when it's running, when the packer blade's running through, you'll hear it start to struggle, and eventually it'll just quit packing. And then you usually have about 20 minutes or so, depending on how heavy it is, and then you can just fill up your hopper without, you know, packing it in. But then when you get to the landfill, you got to make sure you run it, otherwise you'll have just a big amount of garbage up there. But yeah, the landfills.
Where do you guys dump? Right there by waste management too?
Yeah, we were at Waste Management the first couple years I was here, and then right across the street at Veolia.
Oh, okay.
So
You mind if I stand?
yeah, go right ahead.
So what's your guys' budget a year for this, for like garbage?
Well, garbage is they contracted out this year, so we don't do it anymore.
Oh yeah, you guys are John.
So John's is doing it now. So I think they're looking at selling these trucks. And
Is this? Are we saving money by doing that, or is it?
I would imagine.
Hope so.
Yeah, I would have to think that would be the decision.
So then, the guys that drive the trucks, then where do they go, like job-wise? So they just start doing something else?
Well, we had some guys retire, so they just didn't replace them, and the guys that drive the trucks, just rather than getting laid off, they, you know, were able to take the positions from the guys that retired. So we used to have. There used to be 3 more snowplow routes, but you know, just with lack of people, get the routes. So yeah, we can pick up some cans or something.
You're gonna make his day.
Oh, it's already made.
Which truck? Let it go through the cycle here. Turn this or not? Oh, that's about as far as it goes. Nobody ever rides it inside, so it wasn't designed to move.
Yeah.
So this turns on the PTO, light comes on, and cycle off. And then, so when you're driving, usually between cans, it's got an auto packer on it,
Yeah.
but sometimes they don't work, sometimes they do. So usually just cycle through. You want to try and do it when you're accelerating.
Yeah.
So it'll go through the cycle. So. And then this camera, if you look when you go from, have it on split screen right now.
Yeah.
When you hit reverse, it goes to full screen. about 600 to 800 times a day.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'd enjoy it.
Shakes you around a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But sure, I'll get you, buddy. All those four, they all kind of shape the truck the same, pretty much.
Hmm. Wait, what? Oh, look at this up.
It's hard to get used to getting it on that side, isn't it?
Yeah, a little. More roomy in here.
Normally in the morning, I check all the oil and all the fluid before you guys got here.
Yeah.
Make sure the truck's had air. A lot of them leak air, so you got to kind of sit here for about 5 minutes and build up your air pressure. You know, you go around, kick the tires, check all the fluids. And
Yeah.
all right, so this
Now,
one.
did Freightliner switch the things, or did you guys?
Nope, they did. It came like this.
Oh, okay.
It came like this. I think you can get it with both steering wheels, but
Yeah.
as you can see, you have no pedals on that one. So, but 52, 53, and 54, you can drive from the other side. Okay, so flip my strobes on. And this one's got the electronic transmission too.
Yeah.
So this one's a little different.
Yeah.
You don't have, controls are a little different. You have to squeeze the trigger in order for this thing to work. So if I don't have the trigger squeezed, then I get,
So is that the dead man switch?
yep.
Because I got a, I asked Richard if he could, like, you know, show me how the truck operates.
So then these, you want to bring it all the way in. And then feel how much smoother that was.
Yeah.
Then you can shake the truck. Same thing with this one. Close any mailbox or anything, you want to retract it before you open up the fingers of the zone in the mailbox. But yeah, it's a lot smoother, it's a lot faster. This truck was a lot more efficient than the other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a nice truck, nice to drive.
Oh, yeah.
But 55 is probably the most comfortable.
Yeah. Other than the shaking. and stuff,
Other than the
but-
shaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll slam you around a lot. as that. Okay. Get that off. Strobes on. Lights are off. Radio's not on. This radio's on.
Do you mind if I sit on that side and just like?
Nope. Go right ahead. Come on down.